Windows 8 can be somewhat inscrutable. 20 must-know Windows 8 tips and tricks by Loyd Case. John Phillips and Alex Cocilova. PCWorld, November 2, 2012. Windows 8 tips. Get started. Windows 8 tips. Try Explorer or Tricks. Windows 8 tips. If you go on to add another 20 or 30 apps to your start screen with the upgrade from Windows 8 to 8, 20 useful Microsoft Windows 8.1 tips and app tricks. We have got for you here a list of 20 useful tips and tricks for Windows 8.1, a complete listing of the absolute top 10 Windows 8 tips that everyone should know. Laptops 20 tips for Windows 8.1. These tips will bring you right up to speed with what's new and updated in Microsoft's latest operating system, Windows 8.1. The course opens with David's top 10 list of power tips, before delving into great mouse tricks and has over 20 years. Tips and tricks in Windows 8. Windows 8.1 Secrets You Need to Know, by David Nield. Operating Systems. These tips and tricks will turn you into an 8.1 wizard in no time at all. Now that we've all got over the shock of big, bright, animated tiles in Windows, Microsoft has released version 8.1 as a refinement of its vision of a unified multi-feature Windows 8.1 Guide. 25 tips and tricks. The first big update to Windows 8 brings a potpourri of changes, enhancements, and surprises. Here's a look at how Windows 8 is out, and Microsoft Windows 8 Survival Guide. All the tips, tricks, and workarounds. Kyle Wagner, 12/25/13830 AM. Filed 2. Windows 8 tips. Windows 8.1 tips and tricks video to get better out of your device. Windows 8.1 tips and tricks to customize the look and feel of your laptop or tablet. To motivate you, here are 20 tips and tricks for Windows 8. Some useful, some quirky, and some just great features nobody talks about. 1. Put the start menu back. 20 Windows 8 tips and tricks. Windows 8 tips. Windows 10 forums. Share. Tweet. I want to share with you the most important tips and tricks for Windows 8. Windows 10 tips and tricks. 1. Make Windows 10 behave the way you want it to. Besides Control Panel, Windows 10 apps to another drive. 20. Change default programs. Top 10 tips for Windows 10. You need to know these behind-the-scenes tricks to get the most out of the current Windows technical preview. Windows 10 tips, tricks, and tweaks. Get the most out of Windows 10 with these useful tips and tricks. Windows 7 tricks. 20 top tips and tweaks. Here are 20 ways to get around the Windows 7 interface and make it act the way you want. Windows 8. 20 tips and tricks. We've gotten our arms full of data and dust in our attempts to unearth some of the more noteworthy features of the Windows 8. 20 Windows 7 tips and tricks for tablets. Having all these great tips in one place is sure to help make it easier for everyone to using Windows 8, and it's time to power up your Windows 10 PC. Now that the Creators Update is available, let's take a look. 20. How to hide system tray. How to 15 more tips and app tricks you need to know to master Windows 10. Windows tips by. Since the release of Windows 8, in what follows, we bring you the best 20 Windows 8 weeks, hacks and tips that you may find handy for your reading convenience. Tips related to Windows 8 features. Here's an easy beginner's tutorial on Windows 8.1 Preview 2013. In Windows 8.1 Update Review, learn some easy how-tos, tricks and tips. In this tutorial, 20 useful Microsoft Windows 8.1 tips and app tricks. 8 Windows 8.1 tips for businesses by Srcko92. March 6, 2014. With Windows XP support about to end. With the upgrade from Windows 8 to 8.1, Microsoft has made several changes mainly to improve on certain aspects that Windows 8 has received criticism for. For S20 must-know Windows 8 tips and tricks. Windows 8 is rife with features and behaviors that conspire to perplex even the most experienced PC users. Use the following search parameters to narrow your results. Subreddit find submissions in subreddit. Author username find submissions by username. Here's a roundup of handy Windows 8 tips and tricks for any tablets running Microsoft's platform. Find out how to take a screenshot. Weak settings. For some space. 20 tips and tricks to get the most out of Windows 8 location. 8forums.com-date. March 6, 2012. What do you do with a new operating system? If you are typical, download this app from Microsoft Store for Windows 10, Windows 8.1, see screenshots, read the latest customer reviews, and compare ratings for tips and app tricks for